Hey y'all, it's Tracy. How's everybody doing? It's Friday night. Going on Saturday night here in Cali. In some places it's already Saturday morning. I'm just coming here from Sacramento, North Highlands to be exact. Rep, North Highlands, California, 916. I'm just kidding. It's not a little ghetto. But just remember, guys, I'm new to this, so bear with me. I would love to hear all of your comments. Please try to keep them respectful. I don't mind constructive criticism because I don't think any of us get better unless we learn from our mistakes. Or we figure if somebody points out what we're doing wrong. Oh, shoot. I'm not the best cameraman either. I'm literally doing this on my cell phone. I did buy like a very amazing Samsung Galaxy Tab. It cost me like $1,000 freaking dollars, and it lasted me like a week before it crashed. Like, that's effing ridiculous. So I'm kind of pissed off about that. So now I'm just like running off on my cell phone. But anyway, so I wanted to start this true crime series where like a lot of people do it and they focus on crimes. Mostly a lot of people focus on the ones on the headlines, like the popular ones, like the Chris Watts, the Stacey Petersons, or the Jeffrey Dahmers. And I really want to do something different. I want to concentrate on the ones that don't get the attention, the ones that don't get heard. Something I've always been interested in is crime. Ever since I was little, I just remember watching America's Most Wanted, and I just remember them like overly making it such a big deal that like these women that were getting murdered were hookers and like sex workers. And like I was at such a young age that I didn't really understand it. Like I'm like, well, a sex worker, like what does it matter what they do for their job? And like a sex worker, to me, I didn't even think twice. Like I didn't think like, oh, a sex worker, like they spread their legs and they have sex for money. It's just not what I thought. I just thought it was like the occupation. And it just like it blew my mind that like it was like it came up with every topic. Like it'd be like, oh, like Jenny Shrivels disappeared today, and then her body was found Tuesday, and like, but she was a sex worker, so blah 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 blah. In order for any of them to get attention, it'd have to take 12 of them to die. Like they'd have to have like 12 dead prostitutes in order for it to draw attention to law enforcement. So like 1, okay, maybe I could see them missing. 2, alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then finally, when it comes to 12, is when they fucking figure out that, like, maybe we have a problem here. Maybe it's just not a bunch of whores that are just, disappearing. Like, come on, dude. Like, one thing that I've learned growing up in the hood around drugs and prostitution is that you don't just disappear. You don't just leave where you're comfortable because you don't have anything. You have nothing. All you have is your surroundings and the very few people you know and your drug connections, okay? So for a sex worker or a drug addict to literally just disappear isn't like them. Like, not without anyone knowing. Because the only time they disappear and leave is if, like, it's like a planned out thing, like with them and like their loved ones. Like, oh, we're going to send them away to get clean. But never do they just disappear on their own to go to a different city when all they know is, and everything, all their connections and everything is here. Like, what, they're just going to move away, and how are they going to get their drugs? How are they going to hustle? How are they going to make money to get their drugs? They're in a whole new place. They don't know nobody. They don't know where to even go to get the drugs. They don't know, you know what I mean? So, ever since that, like, it's really intrigued me. And so, like, The topic of my series is going to be about that. It's going to be about the people who no one pays attention to. Because I'm sure like a lot of you guys, I feel like I'm that person. I feel like I'm that girl who no one pays attention to. And who no one would pay attention to if she went missing. And I'm definitely not a bad person. I'm actually a great person. Finally, it only took me 30 years to figure it out, but I actually love myself. I make mistakes, and I don't live the best lifestyle all the time, but I genuinely have a fucking great heart. And I, like, you know, like, on the news reports when, like, they're like, oh my God, such a great guy, he'd give the shirt off his back. Like, that's literally me. Like, to the point where I am where I am because of that. Like, if I was greedy and I didn't share so much of the very little that I do have, I actually probably would be able to get out of the situation I'm in and actually probably would be successful. But I'm always so concerned about everybody else. Like, for instance, today, we're driving down the street and, like, it just so happens, like, within, like, a 3-minute period, like, I have, like, 3 different people come up to me asking me for money. And let's see, I have, like, $23 in my pocket, okay? No gas in my car, no food, really broke, okay? And, of course, I give all 3 of them money. I give each one of them $1, each one of them a cigarette, and I'm running very low on my cigarettes, so I think I had 3 cigarettes left and, like, $20 left. And so my boyfriend comes out of the store, and we're driving, and I see another guy holding a sign at the stoplight. And I was like, give him $1, give him $1. And, like, he just starts screaming. My boyfriend just starts screaming at me, like, no, Tracy, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Like, you can't do that. You already given away hella money. Like, you cannot do that. Like, you give what you can afford, and if you can't afford it, you can't give it. Otherwise, you're going to be that. And, like, hey, don't get me wrong. I've been that one to stand on the side of the road and hold a sign. So, no judgment here, okay? But yeah, so that's just like kind of like a sneak peek into what I want to do. Shit's been hella hectic right now because I don't have a stable place to live. So I haven't been able to actually start my crime show. But I at least want to do like a once a week thing where kind of like I keep in touch with you guys and let you know that it is coming. And I do already have a case picked out, and I've been investigating it, and I'd say I'm about 40% done. But like once my life becomes a little more stable, I'll be able to work on it a lot more and stuff. And especially once I get my computer fixed. But anyways, it's nice chatting with y'all. And again, please guys, leave your comments below. Keep them respectful. And again, I don't mind constructive criticism, not mean criticism, but constructive criticism, okay? I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sane, and just stay you.